Okay, so don't forget to scroll down to this section. This gives you the cheapest fares to popular destinations. The next feature is hands down my favorite part of Google Flights. I spend hours on this feature. This site is the most versatile tool for finding cheap flights for any scenario. I'm Krista, a former airline gate agent and a travel junkie. One of my favorite tools for finding cheap flights is Google Flights. There are a ton of hidden features in here that you may not be aware of. In this tutorial, I will be going fast. So if you are not familiar with booking tickets online or have never seen Google Flights before, make sure to check out this video here where I take more time explaining the basics. But if you are ready to dive in, then make sure you stick around until the end because these tips only get juicier and juicier. So we're starting off at the homepage of Google Flights. So if you go to google.com/flights, if you go to the home screen, you can actually scroll all the way down to the bottom. You can, if you want, to change the language, the country, and the currency of what you're searching for. So the first feature I want to show you is that you can actually search by an area or a continent rather than a specific airport or a specific city that you want to visit. So you just click on the where to and you can actually just type in Asia or Europe, right? And then you hit search and it will bring up that part of the map and show you the cheap destinations inside that area or continent. The second feature I want to show you is actually back on the Google Flights homepage. So you can actually search for multiple departure airports and or cities. So if you live near multiple airports or if you're willing to drive to a different city for a cheaper flight, then you can search for that here. So just click into the departure box. It is probably already auto-populated with whatever airport is nearest to you. But then what you're going to do is you're going to hit the plus sign on the right side of that box, and then it's going to ask you where else you would like to fly from. So let's say Chicago. You're going to click that. Where else? Let's see. Midland. I don't know. Midland, Michigan. Probably never heard of it. Then you're going to do the blue check mark. Click the blue check mark to say, yes, I want to search from all of these departure cities. You can also do this with destinations. So say you are thinking about going to Paris, but you're also thinking about going to Tokyo. You can put both of those cities in and just run one search so you can find the cheapest between both of those destinations. Are you getting value from these tips yet? If so, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe because we are just getting started, y'all. The next feature is what I call the quick calendar view. Once you put in your departure city and your arrival city, go ahead and click on your departure date. It's going to bring up a calendar. Now, on this calendar, it will show you the cheapest round trip price leaving from that day. And if the price is green, it's good, okay? Green is good. So looking at this calendar view, it really helps it sink in that it really pays to be flexible with your travel dates, okay? So once you click a departure date, look for a return date that has the same exact price underneath. So that is gonna be your round trip price for the cheapest flight on those days. And at the bottom of the calendar, you can actually select how many days you're looking to go. So if you want to say I want a 4-day trip or 5-day trip, I don't find this feature super helpful, but you can use it if you'd like. The next feature is back on the Google Flights homepage. This is the trips from section. Okay, so don't forget to scroll down to this section. This gives you the cheapest fares to popular destinations from your departure city. So if you are not sure where you want to go at all, this is a great place to get some really good ideas and find some really cheap flights. The next feature is hands down my favorite part of Google Flights. I spend hours on this feature. This is the Explore Destinations feature. So you just, on the homepage, you're going to scroll down. It's in blue here, Explore Destinations. Click there. It will bring up a map of the entire world. And you can put your departure city in there and leave the arrival city blank. And then you just browse the map, okay? And you can find some crazy deals on this map feature, okay? $4.88 to Reykjavik, Iceland, like $4.55 to Dublin, Ireland. This is from Chicago. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. And on this view, there's these filters at the top, so you can get more specific with whether you want a nonstop only flight or if you want a layover, what airlines you want to fly on, how many bags you're going to be taking, or how long you want the flight to be. I freaking love this map view, and it's just really cool, especially if you want to maybe explore somewhere that you didn't even know existed. So I'd love to know in the comments below which of these features you already know and love, and which of these features you just learned about today and can't wait to use. And now that you know how to find a ridiculously cheap flight, you probably want to make sure that you understand what is included in that ticket. So make sure to check out my video on the difference between low-cost carriers and full-service airlines, so you make sure you know what is and isn't included in the ticket you just found. And make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want more tips and tricks on how to travel the world without emptying your pockets.